Hey guys, Sharptooth here again. Welcome to the second video in our Goldfind and Magic Find series. I know I said I was going to do the Butcher runs in Act 1 Inferno for the next video, but I wanted to go ahead and cover Treasure Goblin farming in Act 2. I feel like it's a little bit less gear dependent and more based on execution. So we'll go over this very quickly. What you do is you want to start in Black Soulstone Quest is pretty good for this one. And we're going to enter the game here. For this one, you want to get as much Magic Find gear as possible. Now, right now, I'm not rocking too much. I think I've got about 30%. You want to shoot for probably 50 to 100% if you can, but you don't want to sacrifice too much survivability and damage. What you want to do is you want to go to the road to Alcarnus waypoint. And the Treasure Goblin can spawn in a couple places around here. Usually they're either up here around the door, sometimes up here in the corner, or they could be down here at the bottom. So what you want to do is check all areas until you find one, and they seem to have about somewhere between 25 to 50% chance of spawning in this area. If you don't have one, you want to go back to town via the waypoint, leave the game, and resume. Now if you walk all the way over here to the bridge, as you've seen, I'm spawning right here, it sets your waypoint to that, which can be a little bit faster if you're doing a lot of consecutive runs. So you just run along the bottom here. If you're a high DPS class, you might want to go ahead and just kill everything on your way through. There's a couple chests here, and some, you never know, some good things might drop out. At this point, I will. Here we go. Never mind. Now what I'm going to do is clear the mobs out right here. Need these other guys. Anyway, you want to make sure that the area around the Treasure Goblin is nice and clear. You don't want to lose it because you ran into a bunch of sand wasps and such and got yourself killed. My barb is geared a lot for Act 3 and 4 at the moment, so I'm not doing a whole lot of damage. This might be better suited for another class, especially like wizard demon hunters can kill things more quickly. Alright. Now what I like to do is try to pin the goblin in a corner somewhere. And I've got a cooldown ability to kill him pretty fast. And if he does get away from me, I've got Ancient Spear. Alright. You get a whole lot of good things, but usually, I'd say 50% of the time, you'll get a rare or two. And it really adds up when you can get these runs done in 1 or 2 minutes checking. And also, another good trick is to do this with 3 or 4 people. Everybody starts their own game, checks for the Treasure Goblin. Whoever finds one, everybody joins their game. That way you get 4 times the loot, and you're not hunting around for the Goblin as much. There's also another spot I'll show you. It's not quite as popular. You go to the Ancient Path. The Treasure Goblin can spawn anywhere from the bottom of this little windy path here all the way to the top. Usually he'll be in this area around in here. He doesn't seem to have as high of a spawn rate as he does in the road to Alcarnus, and it's a much longer area. Plus there's a waypoint up here at the top of the stairs you don't want to activate. So whichever one you're more comfortable with, you can do both each game if you like, especially if you're doing it solo. There's no real tangible amount of gold you'll get per hour doing this. You'll get a little bit just from the, the Treasure Goblin does drop gold, but the real money you make here is from the drops. You can get some good rare drops and even some good blue drops, and you can sell those on the auction house and make a little bit of coin. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. In the next one, I will be doing the Act 1 Butcher and Warden runs. I feel like it's a little bit more gear dependent than doing this, so that might be like the third step in starting a Goldfind routine. But thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe and keep watching, and thanks again.